important was it for you all to get that acknowledgement from SUSD that they respect the authority of the CIF going forward?
That was important to us. That was part of the agreement. If you read the agreement, we wanted them to acknowledge that we have the authority and the wherewithal to do what we did in investigating and governing the section. We thought that was really important, and also to get it out there that it was not a vendetta. The same steps would have been taken with any school that had violated our bylaws, and it was not discriminatory.
At no time did Franklin appeal the decision or really come forward with anything refuting the evidence that was uncovered. And in light of this development, is this an admission of guilt to the sanctions in your mind by Franklin and SUSD?
Well, to me, it's self-evident. If you read three documents, if you read the investigation that Scott Donald and Chuck Smirt did, if you read the judge's decision, and you read the memorandum of understanding, I think it's pretty self-evident in my mind by those three documents.
If they had not played those athletes that game against Tracy, would the punishment of no playoffs next year, in your mind, have been necessary? I mean, could it have just, if they had actually not played those athletes and then come to this understanding, would it have been possible for them to just miss the playoffs this year and then be reinstated as a full program?
Well, if they hadn't played those three players, the board of managers wouldn't have taken the second set of actions that we took. We would have been back to Commissioner Saco's original sanctions that were in place. And at that point, they had the right to appeal those sanctions. They could have gone through the appeal process and sought out some relief through that process and found out what an appeal panel would have said. They never did that. And then when they played the three players, and the sanctions got worse because then we applied more sanctions. So anything could have happened differently if things had been done differently. I can't tell you for sure what would have happened because we don't know, because we didn't go down that road. But the road we went down is why we ended up where we ended up.
How important was Berner's retirement/resignation?
You know, we've said this many times. We don't control who school districts employ. We don't tell them who to hire, who to fire, etc. So really, that had nothing to do with any decision we made because we don't control that. It's out of our control. All we control is rules and bylaws and what schools are doing in regards to those rules and bylaws. And we are trying to do what's best for the kids at Franklin High School. That was our major focus. So really, the coaching thing is really out of our hands.
In theory, he could unretire tomorrow and come back to Franklin. And
yes.
Yes.
What do you think is the ultimate fallout of this?
Well, we hope it's positive. We hope that Franklin High School can move forward with us and get football back on the ground, get it going again, and get the plan together so they can get back in the playoffs. And like Pete said, we want to work in a positive manner with Scott and Terry at that school. We're looking forward to that. I think they want to do that. They want what's best for their kids at their school. We want what's best for their kids. And if we all keep that in mind, we think it could be a really positive thing.